I need to be direct with you about something critical. You spent 40 years building something, and at 65, one decision can erase all of it. Not a market crash, not a bad investment, not a business failure. A woman who looks you in the eye and says, "I love you," while calculating exactly how much you're worth. I'm not here to make you paranoid about relationships. I'm here to make sure you don't become another cautionary tale that younger men whisper about at dinner parties. Because the truth is this: senior men are more vulnerable to certain mistakes than they've ever been, and those mistakes can cost you everything. Today, we're breaking down the 10 traps that destroy men after 60. If you're dating, remarried, or thinking about it, this might save everything you built. Pay attention, take notes, and most importantly, understand why each of these matters. Rule number 1. Never add her to your property deed before marriage. This one is shockingly common. You want to show her you're committed. You want her to feel at home, so you add her name to the deed of your house. The moment her name is on that deed, she owns half. Removing her requires her consent, which she will almost certainly not give if things go south. You just gave away 50% of your most valuable asset for a feeling. Never add anyone to your assets until they have legally earned the right through marriage, and even then, proceed with caution and a solid prenuptial agreement. Love is beautiful, but real estate is a legal reality. Protect it. Rule number 2. Never merge finances before 5 years of proven loyalty. This is the access trap. She suggests a joint account for household expenses. It sounds practical, it sounds modern, but it's a transfer of power. The moment she has access to your accounts, you've given her control. It starts small: groceries, utilities, then it's her car payment, her credit card bill, her daughter's emergency. Suddenly, thousands are disappearing every month, and you're left wondering where it went. The psychology behind this is simple. Financial access creates entitlement. When someone has unrestricted access to your resources, they start viewing those resources as theirs. Keep your accounts separate. Protection isn't paranoia, it's wisdom. If she truly loves you, she will respect the boundary. If she fights you on it, she's telling you exactly what she's after. Rule number 3. Never sacrifice your peace to avoid being called difficult. Senior men tolerate chaos they never would have accepted at 30 because they're afraid of being labeled controlling, stubborn, or hard to deal with. She's dramatic, constant conflicts, everything is a crisis. You become the emotional janitor, constantly managing her moods and walking on eggshells. Here is the medical reality. Chronic stress at 60 is fatal. Your body does not recover from sustained cortisol elevation the way it did when you were 30. Chronic stress causes inflammation. Inflammation accelerates cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. A relationship that keeps you in a constant state of anxiety isn't just annoying, it is literally shortening your life. Your peace is not negotiable. Any relationship that keeps you in constant stress is a health hazard. Choose your peace over her approval every single time. Rule number 4. Never defend her to your family when your family is right. This is the isolation accelerator. Your kids don't like her, your siblings feel uncomfortable around her. She frames it as, they just don't accept us, they're jealous. So, you defend her, you distance yourself from your family, you stop going to Sunday dinners, you stop taking their calls. Before you realize it, you are completely alone, dependent entirely on her for your connection and your reality. When everyone who has loved you for decades is telling you the same thing, they are probably right. Don't sacrifice 40 years of proven loyalty from your family for someone you've known 18 months. A woman who truly loves you will want you to stay close to your family. A woman who wants to control you will try to isolate you. Rule number 5. Never allow her adult children to become your financial responsibility. She has adult kids, they're struggling. You offer to help temporarily because you're a good man. But here's the catch, they never become stable. Why would they? You're subsidizing their existence. You've removed their incentive to stand on their own 2 feet. You pay her 32-year-old son's rent. 6 months later, he's still unemployed. 3 years in, you've spent $47,000. He still has no job. You finally stop paying. She leaves. She says you weren't there for her family. Her adult children are her responsibility. set boundaries, or prepare to fund strangers until the day you die. Rule number 6. Never pay off her debts to start fresh. She has credit card debt, car loans, medical bills. She cries about it. She says she just wants a clean slate so she can focus on you in the relationship. You think, I can eliminate this burden, I have the means. But you're not eliminating her burden, you're transferring it to yourself, and worse, you're teaching her that your role in the relationship is to solve her financial problems. Financial irresponsibility doesn't disappear just because you're generous, it escalates. Her debt is her responsibility. If she hasn't learned how to manage money by now, paying off her bills won't teach her, it will only teach her that you are the safety net. Rule number 7. Never tolerate disrespect to prove you're easygoing. A lot of older men think that being easygoing means letting things slide. She belittles you in public. She makes sarcastic comments about your age. She dismisses your opinions. You laugh it off because you don't want to start a fight. You want to be the cool, unbothered guy. But respect is the foundation of attraction. The moment she loses respect for you, she loses attraction for you. And when you tolerate disrespect, you fail her test. You show her that she can treat you poorly and you won't do anything about it. Disrespect isn't something you tolerate, it's something you eliminate immediately, or you walk. A boundary without a consequence is just a suggestion. Enforce your boundaries. Rule number 8. Never abandon your routines, hobbies, and purpose to revolve around her. You've spent decades building a life you enjoy. You have your morning routine, you have your golf league, your woodworking shop, your reading group, your solo trips. Then she comes along, and suddenly, she wants all your time. She makes you feel guilty for doing things without her. So, you stop, you cancel your plans, you drop your hobbies, your entire world becomes her. Within a year, you've lost your identity. You're no longer the strong, independent man she was attracted to. You're an accessory to her life. A woman who loves you will respect your routines. She will want you to have a life outside of her. Never give up the things that make you, just to make her comfortable. Rule number 9. Never rewrite your will in the honeymoon phase. This is the legacy hijack, and it is the most devastating mistake on this list. You're in love. She makes you feel young again. She makes you feel alive. You want to take care of her, so you update your will. You make her the primary beneficiary. You think you're being fair. You think you're being a good provider. But in reality, you are betraying your bloodline. Your children carry your genetic code. Your grandchildren carry your legacy. A woman who entered your life at 65 has no biological investment in your survival. It's a harsh truth, but it's a biological one. In evolutionary psychology, this is called kin selection. We are wired to invest in those who share our genes. When you divert inheritance from your children to a late life partner, you are violating that fundamental principle. Imagine this. A 71-year-old businessman has 3 children and 7 grandchildren. His wife passes away. 2 years later, he remarries. 14 months in, he rewrites his will. She gets the house and 55% of his assets. He dies at 77. His children discover the will. The woman they met twice now owns their family home. She sells it within 90 days and cuts contact completely. His grandchildren ask where Grandpa's house went. There is no answer that doesn't hurt. Your will is not a romantic gesture. It is a legal document that defines your legacy. Never rewrite it in the emotional high of a honeymoon phase, and never prioritize a new partner over your own blood. Rule number 10. Never fund her business dreams with your retirement money. She has an idea. She wants to open a boutique, a bakery, a consulting firm. She says she just needs some capital to get it off the ground. She says it will be an investment in our future. So, you dip into your 401k, you liquidate a portfolio, you fund the dream. Here is the statistical reality. 92% of businesses started by people over 50 fail within 3 years. That's not a guess, that's the data. If she truly believed in her business, she would find a way to fund it herself. She would get a loan. She would find investors. She would take the risk herself. If she's asking you to fund it, she's asking you to take all the risk while she gets all the reward. Protect your retirement. It's called a nest egg, not a venture capital fund. Here's what all 10 of these rules have in common. they're all about power transfer. Each one is a moment where you're giving away something you built, money, assets, time, peace, relationships, to someone whose loyalty hasn't been truly tested. The right woman protects what you built, she respects your legacy, she respects your boundaries, she proves her loyalty over years, not months. The wrong woman asks, how much can I take before he realizes? Your job is to know the difference. Because your legacy depends on it, your health depends on it, your happiness depends on it. These aren't just financial rules, they're survival rules. Implement them, respect them, and protect what you've spent a lifetime building. If this resonated with you, comment which one you've seen destroy someone, and subscribe because we're going to keep breaking down the truth about relationships and power after 60.